He who conquers himself commands the world. They say the greatest battles are fought in silence. Not on stages, not in stadiums, not on social feeds, but behind closed doors, in the early hours, in the moments no one sees, the battlefield, your own mind, your own habits, your own hesitation. Because the truth is this: until you conquer yourself, you will be a servant to circumstance. The man who cannot command his thoughts is at the mercy of them. The man who is led by emotion, by fear, by impulse, he is not free. He is a slave with golden chains. He may smile. He may even succeed for a while. But deep down, he knows he has not yet earned dominion over his own life. Confucius once said, "To rule the world, one must first rule the self." In a world addicted to noise and praise, to speed and shortcuts, there is no discipline more radical than silence and self-mastery. There is no rebellion greater than restraint. There is no freedom more complete than the kind forged in fire. The fire of choosing to do what must be done, even when you don't feel like it. And that, right there, is the first truth. Feelings are not facts. Your emotions do not determine your destiny. Your actions do. Carnegie didn't build an empire because he felt good every day. He built it because he had vision. And he moved through resistance like a man possessed. Lincoln didn't save a divided nation by waiting until he felt courageous. He stood tall while the ground cracked beneath him. Edison failed thousands of times, but each failure was simply a lesson, not a sentence. Why? Because these men, these giants, had conquered the only thing that truly matters: themselves. If you master your mornings, you master your days. If you master your days, you master your years. And if you master your years, you master your legacy. But mastery begins with mindset. Most people live as reactors. Something happens. They react. Someone insults them. They retaliate. They wake up tired. They hit snooze. Life blows its winds, and they sway like leaves. But the man who has trained his mind to respond, not react, is the one who walks through storms untouched. He is anchored, rooted, focused. Mindset is not about pretending life is easy. It's about refusing to bow to what's hard. It's about saying, "I will not be ruled by what I feel. I will be led by what I know. And what I know is this: I am capable of more." But belief without clarity is chaos. You must decide. Decide what matters. Decide who you are. Decide where you're going. Most men wander through life like ships with no sails, no compass, no direction, drifting from one thing to the next, chasing approval, comfort, or whatever feels good in the moment. But clarity is power. Clarity is fire. It's the reason a man wakes up at 4 a.m. while others sleep. It's the reason he turns down distractions, cuts off dead weight, and pours every ounce of himself into his vision. You don't stumble into greatness. You choose it. Daily. You etch it into your bones. You burn it into your mornings. You thread it into your every decision. And once you decide, truly decide, there is no turning back. Purpose becomes your fuel, and vision becomes your map. You don't need to see the entire staircase, but you do need to know where it leads. Purpose is not some grand idea waiting to fall into your lap. Purpose is found in motion, in discipline. In the quiet moments where you choose the hard thing over the easy one. Where you choose the meaningful path over the convenient one. It's the blacksmith who pounds steel into a blade. The farmer who wakes before the sun. The artist who sketches through pain. The father who shows up even when he's broken. Purpose is not what you feel. It's what you do. And it is forged through discipline. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you are becoming. It is not punishment. It is permission. It is proof that you are serious about your future. Most people are interested. Few are committed. The interested do what is convenient. The committed do what is necessary. Discipline is skipping the party to build your craft. It's turning off the screen to sharpen your mind. It's saying no to the things that weaken you, even when they feel good, because what feels good now often costs you later. But what strengthens you now, that pays forever. The ancient masters knew this. Confucius taught this. Hill wrote of this. They understood that success is not something you chase. It is something you attract by the person you become. Become disciplined, and success follows. Become focused, and opportunity finds you. But here's the thing, none of this matters without action. Ideas are cheap. Everyone has dreams. But what separates the man who wants from the man who wins is movement. Get up, move, build. Success is not waiting for you. It is hiding behind the work you've been avoiding. Every moment you hesitate, someone else is moving. Someone else is outlasting you, outlearning you, outdisciplining you. And it's not because they're better. It's because they started. The world doesn't owe you time. The clock is ticking, and every second you wait is a second you never get back. So stop preparing and start producing. Stop talking and start building. Stop watching and start doing. Because when your vision meets action, and your action is sustained by belief, and your belief is rooted in self-mastery, nothing can stop you. And when the storms come, and they will, you will not break, you will bend, you will adjust, you will rise. Because adaptability is not weakness, it is strength, it is power, it is intelligence. A rigid mind cracks under pressure, but a wise man, a disciplined man, a man who has conquered himself. He moves like water, he shifts, he flexes, and he flows forward. He doesn't fear change, he rides it. The world will try to change you. It will try to make you smaller, quieter, softer. But you are not here to shrink, you are here to expand. So keep going, no matter how long it takes, no matter who doubts you, no matter how heavy the burden, because every step you take in alignment with who becoming is a step closer to freedom. And freedom isn't the absence of responsibility. It is the ability to carry it with strength, with clarity, with grace. The man who conquers himself commands the world. Not because the world bends to his will, but because he no longer bends to his own weakness. And that is real power. This is your reminder. You were not born to chase. You were born to lead. But leadership begins within. Before you can influence a room, you must first influence your own thoughts. Before you can command respect, you must respect your own word. Before you can demand excellence from others, you must demand it from yourself. This is why the greatest victories are invisible. They happen when you show up to the gym after the world tells you to quit. They happen when you open a book while others scroll. They happen when you speak with intention instead of impulse. No one sees it. No one claps. But these are the bricks of greatness. You don't need applause to rise. You need alignment. Align your mind. Align your values. Align your actions. And then walk. Walk with power. Walk with presence. Walk with patience. Because the man who walks in truth never walks alone. He is guided by principle, driven by purpose, and forged in the furnace of his own discipline. You want wealth. Control your time. You want power. Control your choices. You want peace. Control your thoughts. It all begins with you. You are both the storm and the shelter, the student and the master, the seed and the flame. So fan your fire, feed your mind, and when the voices of doubt grow loud, let your actions speak louder. Because at the end of the day, no one owes you mastery. No one owes you growth. No one owes you anything. But you won yourself everything. Conquer the fear. Conquer the laziness. Conquer the doubt. Conquer the lies you've believed for too long. Because when you conquer yourself, you become unstoppable. And the world doesn't need more noise. It needs more warriors. Not with swords, not with shouts, but with stillness, with clarity, with a fire that never dies. He who conquers himself commands the world. So rise and begin.